Welcome back, Raider Nation and my champions. And yes, we just did witness the wheels falling off of the Raiders as they head into the locker room down 13-7. Uh, oh, man. Good to see you guys out here. I see a couple of you already out here. Raider Wolf, how you doing, Sandy B? Hope you guys had a great Christmas. We're here on Boxing Day at halftime. I don't really know what happened with the last couple of drives there. Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to get to that. I'm going to go over the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to go over my 4 keys to the game that I had in the preview on Friday. So let's get right to this, and then we'll get your take on this as well. So let's just do this. So if you're new here, if you're watching this on a replay, we do what we call the rundown here, and we go over our individual topics. In this case, in our live streams, we go over the good, the bad, the ugly, and the keys to the game. We kind of take a look at the NFL scores, especially I'm going to focus on those that are relevant to our playoff chances, and then we'll turn it over to you, do some Q&A. So if you're in the live chat right now, if you want to make a comment or a question, put it in the chat now. We'll get to it once we get to it. So let's get right to this, as we don't have a whole lot of time in the halftime here. So as far as the good goes, I said it first of all, big shout out to Raider Nation, especially in the stands. A lot of intensity, a lot of loudness. You could hear it through the TV set. There was a lot of questioning, even among Raider Nation, that basically, the visitors come to Vegas and kind of take over the stands. I didn't really see that. I did see some Bronco fans, but a lot more Raider fans, a lot louder when Denver has the ball, and the Raiders do a good job with that. Next one is Max Crosby. Finally, I guess we got to play Denver every game for him to get a sack. He got one, got there early. It was basically a coverage sack, though. He kind of went around the inside and did get Drew Lock. It was a sack, so hopefully this gets him back on track here. And then the last one, I called it slow and steady. It's been kind of the offense for most of the first half until the wheels kind of fell off. And that kind of countered with Hunter Renfrow. Shout out to him. Great job so far, as usual. And if you didn't catch the stat, he is only the 3rd wide receiver to get 90 receptions in a season for the Raiders. The other 2, of course, being the Hall of Famers, Tim Brown and Jerry Rice. So well done to him. Let's get to the bad section. I called it Park in the O. Parker again. There was I believe it was the first drive. Slowed us down, created a 4th down because Carr can't stand in the pocket because somebody's coming right at him. We also had Simpson with a holding penalty. It's been kind of hit or miss. Obviously, our line's going to have to be rebuilt in the offseason. There's no doubt about it. We keep seeing these issues time and time again. And Brandon Parker's still starting. Have no idea. The other one I put is Tiki Barber. He's an absolute bozo. I don't care if he was a good running back with the Giants. He had no clue of what he was talking about, especially with this play here. Even Gene Stenator, Mr. Index Card himself, came out and they even asked him about this roughing call on Cleve Farrell. You can clearly see right here, Dalton Reisner was actually pushed him into Drew Lock. That is not a penalty. Even though he did hit him low, he got pushed by the offensive lineman, and even Stenator agreed. And then, Tiki was saying stuff like Mason Crosby with the stop on 3rd down. It's Max Crosby's. It's not the kicker from Green Bay. Hunter Renfrow, is he like smoking the wacky weed or what? Absolute nonsense. But I had to save the worst for last, obviously. There wasn't a whole lot of ugliness except for those last 2 drives. Absolute ridiculousness with Josh Jacobs not putting the ball away. And, that last interception, I got to give it to Carr because it's very predictable. Bradley Chubb was rushing, but he realized, here comes the check down again. Dropped back, made a heck of a play, Bradley Chubb did, and picked that ball off and got him right to the 1-yard line where Javonte Williams punched it in. So that's where we stand right now, 13-7. Unbelievable. To me, this was kind of shaping up into similar to the game last week with the Browns, where we were pretty solid in the first half, and we're not falling apart in the 3rd, 4th quarter now. Now we're doing it earlier now. I don't know if that's an improvement. I don't think so, but I want to go over these keys to the game that I had. As far as the goals, 4 goals on offense, the keys, I had 3 sacks. They have 1 right now. I was looking for 3 turnovers. They don't have a single turnover yet. We gave up 2 turnovers. It's unbelievable. They are kind of holding the running game at bay, so they're doing pretty well with that. We'll see what happens in the second half. Again, Nick Chubb only had 14 yards in the first half last week, and he ended up almost getting 100 yards, so they're going to have to play a full 4 quarters. Jacobs, absolutely unbelievable. Undisciplined, didn't tuck the ball away. Hasn't really done much anyway when he's had the ball, so it's kind of pushing a lot of the Jacobs naysayers not to keep this guy around next year, and maybe he doesn't want to be here. Maybe his head's not in the game. Maybe he's pulling a Damon Arnett. I don't know. The performance isn't there, especially for a first-round pick. And then Derek Carr, like I said, I'm going to give that interception to him because it was more predictable. Bradley Chubb started, you could see in the replay, he started to rush, but then he saw the back in the flat. Uh-oh, here comes check down Charlie, and dropped back to make that play. They are doing pretty well with the third down conversions, though, 4 of 6. A couple of bonehead plays. We should be leading this game. This should be a similar game, like a 10-0, a 10-3 game, kind of like the Cleveland game. Made a couple stupid mistakes, and that's where we are right now. As far as Week 16, let's go to that. I'm going to go to this really, really quickly. The Bears, Justin Fields isn't in. Nick Foles is playing, so good luck to them. Chiefs stomping the Steelers. Not really a big surprise to me, to be honest with you. And we know our score. Trash teams. Bengals winning. It's going to create some havoc in the AFC North, if you're into that. Rams still won, even though Stafford threw 3 picks in the game. It shows how bad the Vikings are, especially on offense. Bills taking care of the Patriots here. That's going to hurt us. That's a huge one for us as far as trying to get into that wild card position. I'm still not convinced Buffalo's going to win the division, so I'm still looking at them as a potential wild card. So that's going to keep them ahead of us. These other games, the Chargers losing, that obviously helps us. So then I have some stats here. Like I said, 4 of 6 third down conversions. We've been keeping them 1 of 6 with Denver. Their offense hasn't done really much in the game. Just a couple stupid bonehead plays cost us 10 points. We should be winning probably like 10-3 right now. Unfortunately, that's where we stand. It is what it is. I'm going to turn it over to you right now. We're going to do the question and answer session here. So I'm going to look in the chat right now and see where we stand right now. I'm going to go up into the chat room, say hello to you again, Raider Wolf. Good for you to come out here and see us during halftime. It's not really time to panic yet. We could turn this thing around. My problem is this is what we saw last week, but they started slowing down in the second half instead of late in the second quarter. There's always a chance for them to turn it around. I want to see it. So Sandy B said bench Renfro, and then she changed it to Jacobs. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Does he have Damon Arnett disease? He just doesn't care. He's got his head in the clouds. I don't know. He did come back on that screen interception to tackle Chubb at the 1-yard line. So there's that. Red Wolf says, really got to make adjustments in the second half. Agreed. And just basics. He can't turn the ball over. We got to get to Drew Lockmore. I know we got to him. He kind of scrambled out and made a heck of a play to Jerry Jeudy, but of course Jeudy drops probably half the balls that are thrown to him, so that was good for us. They're 1 of 6 on third down conversions. That very well could have been 2 of 6 if Jeudy could have actually caught the ball. So, Ritter Wolf says, yeah, if Jacobs had not fumbled the ball, it could have been a different story right there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The defense really came up. Let's give some credit to the defense there after that fumble. keeping them to 3 points there. And it was like a 55-yard field goal. McManus is pretty good. That's not a chip shot. So the defense did their part on a short field. Let's keep that in mind there. Price saved 4 points there. But the other one, I mean, they were at the 1. The guy basically walked in, but it was on the 1 yard line. So I can't really blame the defense for that. So it is what it is. I mean, if you're going to give those 10 points to the offense, defense really only gave up 3 points if you look at it that way. Lencho, welcome over here. I just saw you down here. Got 10 inches of fresh powder. This team, LOL. Where are you from, Lencho? I'm in SoCal, so I'm not going to get any snow down here. I'm in the valley. So Raider Wolf says Pittsburgh's getting worked right now. Absolutely, they are. They're not really a good team, and this I have to say it, guys. The guys who want Mike Tomlin, I'm really not seeing it. He has so much more talent, especially than the Raiders have, and they lost to the Raiders, and they have a similar record. I'm really not seeing it. Sorry, guys. I'm really not seeing the guys who want Tomlin here next year. Sandy B says he's been messing up this game especially. He hasn't been doing a whole lot the whole season. He hasn't had a 100-yard game the whole year. So we're talking about Josh Jacobs. I'm sure you're talking about following up on your previous comment. Sandy B also says Bears are losing as usual. Well, they have Nick Foles in. So, I mean, aside from a miracle playoff run with the Eagles, what has Nick Foles really done? Let's be honest here. Raider Wolf, it's 23-0. Yeah, that's the Chiefs game. Dominique, good to see you in here as well. Halftime. Tiki Barber, I see Tiki Barber talking now. He's a big old idiot. He's a pretty good running back for the Giants, but he's a big idiot in the booth. Lencho says Chargers loss. Get this win, damn it. Yeah, absolutely. This is a winnable game, guys. Like I said, we should win this game by about 8 or 10 points. And we're allowing Denver to be in this game. Let's be honest here. We're doing stupid things and letting them stay in this game. Yeah, that was a good game with the Chargers. Hey, Dominique. Lencho says, I don't care if we get blown out in the first round. We just need to make... Yeah, it'd be nice to make the playoffs. I tell it like it is. This team is not ready to win a Super Bowl, so even if we get in, it would take a miracle. And it looks like we're going to kick off. I want to get to the rest of your comments before I leave, though. Israel, good to see you in here as well. Game's not over yet. I believe the Raiders can still win. Good to be optimistic. I hope that they got to secure the ball. And Carr cannot be predictable. A lot of that was on him, that interception. It was looking so good in the beginning. Yeah, just like Cleveland, and they let Cleveland in, and now they let Denver back in. So let's see what this team can do as far as their resolve. Earth Daughter, good to see you in here as well. My Life, yep. Oh, there you are. I'm trying to scroll and try to get all the comments in before the halftime, and we're already into the third quarter. So I'm gonna clean this up, go through the rest of the comments, and then we'll close this out and watch the rest of the game here. Did you hear the Todd Bowl news? No, I did not. Earth Daughter and My Life, welcome here. Appreciate you guys coming in as well. Any more news on Waller? He's not playing. He's not active. So Foster Moreau's probably done the best work he's done in the few games that Waller's been gone. This is probably his best game so far. So not saying a whole lot. He pretty much sucked the other game. So looks like Jacobs got a first down. I'm going to get through the rest of these, and then we can go. Hopefully head coach is actually angry and calling in the locker room right now. I doubt it. Nah, I could do my Rich Bisaccia impression. Maybe I'll save that for the review. I've done that before. So he's not the type to be doing that. At least I don't see it. He's kind of a mopey kind of guy. Lencho says, yep, Wolf. Jacobs' mentality is checked out. Seems to be 50% in and out. That's how Arnett was. Remember? He overran that play with Claypool and didn't touch him. He wasn't down by contact. Claypool got up, ran another 10 yards after he made the play. That was the Pittsburgh game. All right, Wolf. See you guys. We're back, and I'll let you guys get out of here. People think they win today. Waller will be in on the next game. We'll see. We'll see. The Raiders got to come back. They should be winning this game. They're not. It is what it is. let's see what kind of moxie this team has. Let's get back to the second half right now. And again, I'm going to say thank you guys for coming out as usual. And as always, go Raiders.
Ask you something. With all the distractions that you have off the field, how are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and do throughout the years?
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.